Hello everybody, it's Keith from Red Pill Academy. Just giving you a little talk on my drive, my commute to work. A lot of stuff's been going on lately, a lot of stuff around the country. First thing comes to mind is the helicopter and special forces training. Yeah, no training, that was a full-blown operation. Couple that with the other happenings with the CIA pilot that was shot out of the sky and the debris fell on the homes in Yorba Linda, California. That's connected. They had a P-8 Poseidon Navy airplane doing reconnaissance that flew in a circle over LA for like 3 hours in a perfect circle. They are absolutely monitoring everything going on down there, and there was a major operation going on. So, I have no idea what or whom was extracted, but a lot is pointing out to Thomas Girardi, who owns the building, the Guatemalan Cultural Center, and he also owns the building next door where he holds his office. So it's very interesting, all kinds of ties that may or may not be nefarious, but a lot of things are happening, I think. I think we're starting to see arrests. I think we're starting to see action. So stay patient. You know, we know there's like 78,000 sealed federal indictments in this country. I may be off by a few. I don't remember 77,000, something like that. But it's a lot. That speaks a lot. So, what else has been going on? There's been a lot of, I don't know how to even approach this subject. Divisions going on in the patriot / truther communities and the Q communities, Trump communities, all that. There's a lot of internal squabbling, and it's just silly. I had a few recent encounters. I'm not going to bring them up, but people are just getting a little unhinged. There's a lot of emotion going on. I get it. People want to see arrests. People want to see action, want to see change. I do too. But when you look at the scope and the magnitude of how deep the deep state swamp is, it's mind-boggling. And if you really wrap your head around it in the history of the world, you understand this goes back centuries. So it's not something that can be easily undone in, a day, 2 month, year. We're looking at 2 years right now that since Trump has taken office, and what we are all considering as the plan, the White Hat plan, is in a major action plan phase right now. We just don't see a lot of it right now. We don't see a lot of it too because the mainstream media is our enemy. It's the enemy to all of us. All they want to do is divide us. They want to lead their narrative and cram it down our throats. Those that question it are ridiculed. We're called conspiracy theorists or whatever, crazy, but yet everything they're saying at us that are trying to speak the truth about a lot of things, they're just using emotion. They're not backing it with any facts. They're just being good, useful idiots and towing the false narrative. So, I don't know what, I got a lot more to say about it because some personal stuff happened. I'm floored at the behavior of some people that just jump to conclusions and with no basis, no evidence, no facts, nothing. They just go with a feeling and are on it. Now, Sure, I've gone with feelings before too, but I state it as such. I always state that. I don't claim to know everything, but I'm a 50-year-old man that has done a lot of time in researching things and reading and looking into the true history of our country and the world. I have been a astute student of warfare, primarily World War II. I was for a short time an acting historian for my uncle's B-17 Bomb Group Association. I have helped tons and tons of family members and veterans themselves to find information from their service, find information from their father, their uncle, their grandfather's service, so they can understand and grasp a little bit. I understand World War II history very, very well. And I'm going to tell you something. When I first started getting into World War II and my knowledge and understanding, watching all kinds of documentaries and reading books, I have 3 bookcases full of World War II books. I'm going to tell you something. I have changed my stance of my understanding and my perception of World War II, the causes and what came out of it. In the beginning, Pearl Harbor. Yeah, we all, the people that generation jumped to the cause to defend liberty and freedom and our way of life and help rid Europe and the world of evil tyranny. And there's a lot of truth to that. However, there's so much that I've learned since in my 40 years of interest in World War II. And I have that long. So, point being is I know that Pearl Harbor was a false flag. All wars were started under false pretenses, under false flag events to get the public sentiment behind them to go to war. And who wants to go to war? The central banks, the secret societies, the elite banking families, the elite bloodline Illuminati families. All of it's connected. Sure, there's different factions of these cabals, but make no mistake about it, they're playing games with each other, but they have no interest in relinquishing power to the common folk, the masses, that if they really understood the deception and lies and the depth of their evil, they would be drawn into the street and hung and stoned and publicly executed. I don't know. Whatever they do to past world leaders and tyrants, they take justice in their own hands because they know the whole system is corrupt and it's set up against them. There's a lot of truth to all that. But I've learned that I've had to adjust my perspective and beliefs and understanding of World War II and other wars and other political events and all kinds of world events and domestic events. So much is not as it seems, nor what we've been told. My God, we have a Christopher Columbus Day. For what? He didn't discover America. He never set foot on what's known as the continental United States, for that matter. Sure, he was in the West Indies, which is kind of island chain off of North America. But what about the Vikings that were here like 500 years before? What about the massive genocide that was perpetrated on the Native Americans, the Indians, through famine and disease that they spread? And we celebrate Thanksgiving like there was this wonderful, great dinner and supper that we made peace and love with the Indians, the Native Americans, and everything was great. Yeah, no, that was a pure lie too. Just was the kickoff of a mass extermination of human beings under the name of manifest destiny. But we can talk about that till we're blue in the face. The reality is we now live in the United States of America that is a product of what happened, but we can't go back and undo all that. So that's not what I'm going to dwell on here or talk about, but the point being is you got to be able to change your perspective. You got to be open to new information, things that make sense, things that really shock you to prove that we've been lied to. The information we used before was incorrect. So if we have incorrect information in an equation, we're not going to get the right answer, the correct answer. So be careful of making your hard and fast stances on things and on people, because it can end up biting you in the back, biting you in the butt, and it's not pleasant. So anyway, I'm approaching my off-ramp here soon, so I'm going to turn this off for now. Thanks for listening, everybody, and go out and make it a great day. You have the power to make each and every day beautiful, so go do it. Take care.